Talking about integration with Microsoft Office with all the different programs, I have a PowerPoint. I also have this theme park here. We want to put a chart in here. I'm going to copy the chart. Things might change. I'm going to copy it, which we all know how to do. Right click copy or control C. Go back into the PowerPoint. Now rather than just pasting where it becomes a static object, we go into the upper left corner on the home tab. I click on the drop down arrow. I click on paste special and I go to paste link, Excel object. It looks good. We can enlarge it. Sometimes the border gets weird. Don't ask me why, okay? But it looks good. I have it kind of centered here. Now, what is very interesting, if we change things, we go back over to here. For example, just to be dramatic, I'm going to change the design to this black here. Very dramatic. We go back over here. It's showing it. If it doesn't show you, just right click and say update link. If I change the numbers, of course, they will change too. So for example, let's just say in the first quarter, we did 250,000. The chart will change dramatically. So it changes the number here. We go over there and it shows the chart being changed. You can also very quickly, if you want to, you've got this data here. I can go into here, change this, not change this, copy it, go back over here. I'm using Alt Tab in Windows to toggle between the two windows. Paste link, worksheet object, okay. We can just drag it to the center. I can enlarge it here if I want to, so it's easier to read. Again, if I were to change things here, and I can hit the escape to shut off those marching ants, and let's say it was actually 222,000. You can see the numbers change here. It's also changing here. I don't want that green. I could change that drop down fill into something else, the color to a white. Maybe you want to make it match the PowerPoint. It's going in there. It's not a perfect match, but you're seeing that. One thing, if you were to add a row to this here, for example, it might not always work. Sometimes it does. But if I were to add a new row in here, but this will show you a couple of other things, and let's just say I'm going to add Eurasia. I'll just make up some numbers. I copy that formula down, and then it's showing it. It's not showing this in the chart here either. The erasure, you have to change the chart. So if I go in here, it's showing it in here for some reason. This is very, oh, it is showing it in here. But let's go into the chart. It's not showing it. Little charting tip here. What you have to do when I'm on the chart, I'm going to go into the design here. I say select data here, and it's just saying here B52 through E52, and it's going down there. It is showing the stuff here. It's not showing the erasure. It's just the original data numbers. But what it is here, if I go back into, again, the PowerPoint, it's not going to show the country here or the regions, but it's showing Eurasia in here. The numbers are being reflected in the totals over here. You can go into a lot of things, but what has happened here? See how it does not include the totals, which is what we had before. That should have been copied in here. And I'm going back into this again. what you'd have to do in here, you'd have to actually delete and start over again. You cannot go into the source here. I say linked worksheet object. I could say edit it. Now see this? All I do with a little right click. Now let's go back over here. Still not showing it. We're going to go into here. Update link. Not doing it. Linked worksheet object. I'm going to say open. So I'm going to go into here, hit the enter key. Let's see if it works now. I'm just going to leave this highlighted. It doesn't want to do it. I've seen this problem habitually here, and what I would do at this case, everybody, I'm going to delete this. I have this highlighted. Always remember that paste special, paste link, Excel. It's showing all of it here, and I'm going to enlarge it so you can see this better, everybody. It's not perfect. You've got to look at things here. Let's say I get rid of Eurasia. It adjusted the chart here, okay? And it adjusted it here. It thinks there's more data, but since there were blank rows underneath that space here, you're fine. The chart is fine here. One final suggestion, comment I will make sure that when you're working with all these linked files, that they're all in the same folder. If you delete or change the name of one, you might have a crisis when you're getting ready to go on Shark Tank.